this is what I remembered. I don't remember if I got it from Bisson or somebody else, but they said Bisson basically got hit with a body shot. Tyson hit him with a body shot, and all the fight went out of him. He was a good fighter, but he was just outclassed by Tyson, and Tyson was a heavy hitter. And I think it was like the second time, the second punch was a body shot that just took him out.
Yeah, probably the old Mickey Ward body shot right to the liver. They actually call it the Mexican liver shot, Dave, but up in Lowell, it's the Mickey Ward liver shot.
Okay. So did Tyson end up winning the tournament?
Because
he won,
he
represented. He ultimately went on to the that region and to the Olympic trials in '84. From that region, the Eastern region,
and actually from that region, Mickey Ward, same team. They were
and a kid named John Hersey, great fighter from the North Shore area.
Okay,
give him a little plug.
Yeah,
maybe he's home watching it.
Maybe if he's got soccer players now, and he's picked up the Soccerheads New England podcast to enhance his knowledge of soccer. But anyway, so I call this thing Great Moments in Sports. And I know Paul is a former collegiate soccer player, so I'm sure you've got some stories to tell us about your greatest moments on the pitch, as they say.
Well, I have one interesting little tidbit. I got my stand-up start on a soccer bus, okay?
Yeah.
My coach at the time, okay, Peter Simonini, I was hurt, and we were playing up at, I think it was St. Anselm's or St. Michael's, good 2 or 3 hour bus ride, and he said, I want you to take notes of the game, and on the bus ride home, I want you to talk to the team, stand up, talk to the team, and tell them about the game, things we did well, things we didn't, things we need to work on.
Why did he pick you?
Just because I was out that game.
Oh, okay.
I was injured.
So just to keep your head in the game, okay.
Yeah, so I thought to myself, I should make this funny.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
That's probably not what he was thinking. So when I got up, I went up in front of the team on the ride home. Buses, cruising down the highway. Probably should be seat belted in, but I'm standing there. And I read my thing, and I was nervous because, what if they don't laugh? But got a lot of laughs, and that was sort of my first time being in front of a crowd of people and making them laugh.
He became addicted. Here he is today.
I know. Just like the Jay Leno story.
Yeah.
Jay Leno has that story where the teacher said to him, Mr. Leno, if it's so funny, why don't you tell the class? He says, so I got up and did 5 minutes. Don Zolo, Boston comedian, was running the marathon today, and he actually had a social media post saying he was making people laugh on the bus. Now, whether or not he was serious or joking, I don't know. But anyway, so he was doing it on the marathon bus, and he said people were laughing. But, I suspect there were people rolling their eyes. And
I don't think people are in the mood.
What college did you go to?
Comedy before they run 26.
Did you go to?
I went to Bentley.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you wow?
Oh, that's a good school.
Oh.
I didn't
do good with it, but
you don't think that he? It's funny. I know 2 Bentley graduates. One is a visual artist, a painter, Sean Farrell, and you, who's a comedian.
Oh, Robbie Prince went to Bentley.
Really? Yeah. So 2 comedians.
There's actually 3.
Who's the third?
O'Brien. She went there too.
Who's?
O'Brien. I'm forgetting her first name, but you booked her before.
Okay. Oh,
Katie O'Brien, maybe, but she went to Bentley.
Okay. Well, Bentley, great comedy school.
Yeah, people don't take me for smart, but I was actually a good student. So
yeah, we're still not taking you for smart.
So my story is actually similar to what you're talking about, the Gold Gloves in different regions. So when I was about 15, I was a troublemaker as a teenager.
Shocking.
Big time. We won the state of Massachusetts. So we went to Buffalo, New York to represent Region 1 Massachusetts. And if you win, you go to the Nationals. So we drive up there, and the morning of the game, we're playing Virginia, which is a soccer hotbed. Massachusetts has now, in the past several years, become a real soccer hotbed. We're sending players to the national team and whatnot, but back then, Massachusetts wasn't very great. So I'm sure on paper, they were 6-point favorites in a soccer game. So I get this numbskulled idea, my dad's on the trip with me, that I'm going to psych the other team out by having blood all over my shirt, making it look like I just got in a fight, okay? So my friend thinks it's a great idea too, so he takes a razor and he starts slicing the zits on his chest and then pushing the shirt. That was disgusting. I took a more caveman approach and punched myself in the nose several times till it started to bleed.
Actually, real blood?
Oh,
boy.
So it wouldn't stop bleeding. It literally wouldn't stop bleeding. So I'm getting queasy talking about this. So my shirt is like bright red. It's not like a little blood. It's like, you can't, okay, first of all, these guys are already better than us, and now I'm going to face them down like 2 pints. I'm like weak, I'm like dizzy and woozy. The coach was pissed. He said, we got to get you a new shirt, but we couldn't find one. So I had to play the game in that shirt. And we just got annihilated.
Oh, I thought you were going to win.
We lost by 6.
Oh, okay.
The spread was 5. We lost 6-0. They were phenomenal.
Yeah.
So that backfired.
So the blood wasn't it? It didn't Roger Clemens do that with like makeup or something like that before when when he was in a possessed rebel phase?
Yeah, I know Schilling did something with the socks, or they think he did. Or
I'm not sure if he. Yeah. I think that's legend, but that's really funny. That's
the message
really
to all you young players is you need all the blood you can get when you go out in the soccer field to run 90 minutes.
So were you queasy on the field?
I was terrible. Terrible and embarrassed, and not a good idea.
That's wonderful. That's a great moment in sports. That's what I'm looking for. Just that stuff. That brings us to the end, I think. I think that's the end of this episode of Soccerheads New England. We'll be back next week. We'd like to thank financial advisor Rick Spencer. He'll speak to your group about college financial strategies. Call him at 978-857-7573. Don't forget the Soccerheads Experience. It's a fundraiser. It's a soccer experience, a comedy experience. Email me at dave@scampscomedy.com. That's Scamps, SCAMPS, like a rascal, scampscomedy.com, or call me 978-828-9532. For Paul Nardizzi, our guest Dale Lawrence, and the missing link, Jim Ruberti, I'm Dave Rattigan, and this has been Soccerheads New England.